Hello everybody. Art stream here. Blindside hasn't messaged me about Unturned yet, so I guess he's busy. So when he's ready, we're probably gonna do Unturned. If we do it today, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing today. But in the meantime, I gotta get this art done. I've been slacking. I gotta get this shit done. Because I did a little calculation. I don't know if it's gonna show. Yeah, I'm only streaming Blender currently. I have things on my desktop. And I don't want the video to be removed. Anyways, um, I got a little text document here. It's like a estimation of what each step would take, the time. So the asset bundles to finish all of them, like the four-legged creature bundle, the character bundles, the higher quality character bundles. Basically, same characters, just they got like they have actual animated mouths, the inside of the mouths, and they have actual toes and feet and hands and stuff. Uh, like I have to have all the parts, and I'll probably up the I don't want to say fidelity, but the LOD, the level of detail, I guess. There'll be more polygons. I'll probably just slap a subsurface thing on there and then tweak it so it looks nice. And then that wouldn't take long because that's just taking the same asset bundles and then just making them look better. That part won't take long. But I just the part that takes the longest is making an asset bundle from the ground up. Um, and my track record so far is about a month because they're huge. These asset bundles are huge. I'm making unique characters and all these extra little details for them. Well, not unique characters, but unique templates. I'm making multiple templates as well. Um, and I got to make sure they're all compatible. Like you can mix match and stuff. And it's the same for the four-legged as well, because I want that to be semi-compatible with the two-legged, so you can like make some weird tar creatures. You can make some weird shit. That's the plan, anyways. Then and that the four-legged one's gonna be like dragons, sphinxes, like four-legged mythical creatures, horses, and regular animals as well. Um, and all their body parts should be interchangeable, right? So you could take like the bear's front half and mix it with the dragon's back half. Well, you can make some weird shit. Um, and then that will be probably the basic character set 4, 5. I don't know, because basic character set 3 is going to be like the updated models, and as well as additional models. Because I forgot to add bats, so the bats are going to be in the other set. I should update BCS1 again and add the bats because it's supposed to have everything, but I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know yet. I don't know how I should do it because technically the list could keep getting bigger and bigger as I add more races. So I don't know what the best plan to do is. I tend to gravitate towards just sticking everything that I want in one and then doing it that way. Um, I think it'd be a lot less stressful if I broke it up because all these things take like a month each. But anyways, those are the asset bundles, roughly a month each, because I can only do 2 to 4 hours at a time because of my stupid job. Uh, Objects, I'm not really worried about object bundles; those are pretty easy. Uh, but then I have to learn how to program. Like, I mean, I know the basics, but I switched over to Godot. My estimate is anywhere between 1.5 to 3 months for each aspect that I have to program, except multiplayer. Multiplayer is probably gonna be like 3 to 6 months because I can only work like 2 to 4 hours at a time because it's just one person. But my estimate came to like 2 years, which sucks. So I might have to do the thing that I said I was gonna do. I don't want to do it, but I'll have to get I'll have to get a loan and take off a whole year. But before I can do that, I have to save up at least $5,000, at least minimum. Otherwise, I'll be stuck paying that off for a long time, and I don't want to do that. That sounds scary. Because the most I've ever paid off was 7,000, and that took almost a year to pay off. But that's because I was working full time and then I switched to part time. I only do part time now because if I don't, I can't get anything done. I'm too tired between exercise, cooking, uh, socializing. I only got energy. I only like I'm out of energy at that point. I only got 2 hours left in me before I'm fucking completely exhausted. I wish there's like a fucking willpower drug. That'd be cool. They don't have that though. That's the thing. I gotta remember where I left off at. So that's done. That's done. Yeah, I think the only way I'm gonna get my game done is to take a whole year off because I haven't amassed any kind of YouTube thing yet. That didn't work, or the Patreon thing that didn't work either. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't want to wait 2 years on this. It's fucking annoying. I'll be 35 years old by the time it's fucking done. Ugh, it's irritating. Anyways, making some shit. Hopefully, everything will work out. And every year that passes, that's a chance I'm gonna get fucking ran over by some road rage retard. I gotta ride a bike to work. Ah, alright. Oh yeah, I gotta UV unwrap this first. Paint UVs. Material. God damn it. Oops. There, then unwrap it. There, bam. So now I got my two UVs. I got the fancy ones for materials, and I got the regular ones for painting. You could paint on both of these if you wanted to. I don't recommend painting on the material UVs because then you're gonna, like hypothetically, if you drew a smiley face in every box and every smiley face is the same, if you did it in the material UVs, you're gonna have skewed smiley faces. They're not all gonna look the same. But if you do it in the paint UVs, all the smiley faces will look exactly the same and they won't be stretched out. They'll look like the smiley faces you drew. They might be like different sizes. They might scale a little differently, but they'll look how you painted. The material UVs are for basically like mapping it out, or making a custom like you make your own custom texture separately, and then you material it using materials to put it on. You can do it that way. There's many different ways you can do it. I prefer painting. It's just I hate materials. I don't like them. They bother the hell out of me. they're not dynamic enough like painting. Painting feels more natural. Materials feels like work and numbers and spreadsheets. I don't fucking like it. It just eats away at my soul. I do like shaders though on materials. That's fun because you get to paint a normal map, and that like, kind of like changes the shininess. That's cool. I'm okay with those. Like that's kind of fun because it's like a mystery. You don't know what's gonna happen. You could generate the normals if you want. Uh, that's probably the fastest way to do it. But like you could just make a quick and dirty, like paint it up. Just put a bunch of like rainbow colors on a texture. We'll go down about there. And then anybody watching, these are tiles for making like a level. Like you can make the whole game out of tiles. You could, or you could use these to as like a tool to make a level because you can combine them together and then edit them like a starting point, or you could just use them as they are. And right now, I finished the plains and forest tiles. At least that's their intended use. You could use them for whatever you want. You can turn them into deserts, whatever. Um, uh, right now, what I'm doing is I'm adding shape keys because this will add more variety just by changing a few little things about it. It adds a lot of extra variety. I think this one, I'm gonna make this right here completely. Well, not completely flat, but like more squared up. Now, if I go out, so this is what it looks like normally, right? And we can take this slider, set it -1, which is the opposite direction, and +1, and we slide this. So that's the change we made. So it gets deeper, but you can also go the other way, and it'll raise up and just completely changes it. So it takes what you created and kind of adds another element to it. It's like almost like a randomizer. It's not really randomizing it, but it's like you didn't know that was gonna happen if you inverted it. I didn't know it was gonna look like that. It's just the opposite of what I did. Because if I turn on or turn off backface cooling, I double clicked it really. We go upside down. It's basically the same thing. It's what we started as. If you look at from the bottom, it's just inverted, and it looks really cool. This one, I don't think I can go more than -2. It's most of these they start clipping when you go to -2. Yeah, see, it doesn't see. It can't. It's too. It's just too different. It can't handle it. Now, if you go in the intended direction, it usually you can go pretty high with the intended direction, like -5, for example. Yeah, I mean, it's extreme and it looks kind of stupid, but there's no clipping. There's 0 clipping here. It looks like it's clipping, but that's just shading. That's not that's not actually clipping, because if I change the angle, you can see that it's not clipping. That's too extreme for me, but you know, if when this is done and you download it, uh, you can mess with these. That's the whole point. It's under these once that's done, it'll be licensed under Creative Commons and SA, share alike. So if somebody makes something with it, they have to share what they made with it. That way, it expands the pool of assets. That's the whole point. Just infinite, like a shit ton of assets. Because I don't fucking trust these uh game market asset stores, man. They do some shady shit, and then you try to contest it, the marketplace is like, nah, you should have looked into it better. It's like, come on, guys, the fuck on, God, like I just don't trust them. I like to make everything myself because I don't trust corporate fucks. They don't give a shit about us. They never have and they never will. That's why I like Blender, because Blender and Godot, I think both of them are under the MIT license, which is a pretty good license. Um, Fucking Unity pissed me off. I called that shit. I knew they were gonna do that. I don't know why I went with Unity. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but if it's a private company, they could fuck you. If it's privatized, it will fuck you. That's just the nature of capitalism. Because it's all about the bottom line. Because that's the nature. That's literally because it's a pyramid scheme. I sound like a crazy person. It's a pyramid scheme protected by the government because they make money off of it. Whereas other pyramid schemes, the government doesn't get a cut, so it's illegal. People like to make excuses like, oh well, there's no monopoly, so it's not a pyramid scheme. My counter argument is most brands are owned by like two companies, and that's it. There's just an illusion of choice. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I don't know, I'm just trying to fill time, I guess. It's not like a video game where funny shit's happening. This is kind of just abstract. I don't know what to say. These tiles are weird because this is my the dual height, so I gotta lower one and raise the other, and you will get that effect. One will go down, the other one will raise up when you adjust it over here. Before I do that, I gotta have to assign this to the groups because it makes it easier. Because it's just nice. Because if you want these to tile and match up, it helps to have these extra groups. Maybe there's a better way to do it. That's the only way I know how to do it. I'm self-taught. I never went to school or anything. So that's marked. Uh, why did I mark that? This fucking, I need to pin it. And then unwrap it. But I gotta go here and unwrap. Bam, there. So now we get the actual shape for the UVs. And then now I can edit the height. This part will go down about 0.6 seems good enough for me. You don't want it too dramatic. Let's see right there. Let's test this out. Looking good. We'll do -2. Looks good. I could probably go more. Bam. -3 and 3. Yeah. We'll do that. -3 and 3. So that one's done. I think did I mess up this one? I did. Clear seam. I made a seam here that's not supposed to be here. And I fucked the UVs up. So I'm gonna delete this. I forgot to pin it. It's very important that these need to be pinned. If they're not pinned, your materials will not line up with the other tiles. and you can't make it seamless. It's all fucked up. That once these edges, once these vertices, not even the edges, just the vertices. If any of these vertices move, fucks up the whole thing. That tile will never match the other tiles. And hopefully I didn't fuck it up. It's entirely possible I already fucked it up. I hope I didn't. This looks fucked up right here. It doesn't. I think maybe it's just an optical illusion. I hope it's an optical illusion. I'm paranoid about it. There you go. So now we get the effect, and then the UVs stay exactly how they're supposed to be. Because that's a lot of work to go back and make sure all those dots are lined up in the actual mesh. Oh, my neck. Alright, next tile. Should really start with applying this. I wish there was a button for that. I hate going to the menu. Edges, bam bam. Height. -1. Oops, wrong one. Paint UVs. The reason why I'm naming this is so it like for I want newbies to be able to download these assets and have a good time. I don't want to make something that's super specialized and confusing. I want it's like, oh, paint UVs, so that means like painting and materials. Oh, okay, materials. I want it super simple and very approachable. I don't want it to be like scary. The only scary thing about my asset bundles is there's too much shit. I probably shouldn't put so much stuff in it, but it looks nice in the library. It's like, uh, you're not actually, I mean, you can open the file if you want, and you'll see all this shit laid out like this. But what you're supposed to do is start a new scene with the default cube, and you'll have a library, and all these categories will be over here, right? It'll be like almost like a game, and you'll see little previews of everything, and it just looks really nice. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I want to put that on here, and you just drag and drop them out. It's super cool, super approachable. Opening up the actual library file is not. You're going to be bombarded with shit everywhere. It's laid out exactly like this. But that's if you want to modify it, because you're free to modify. Once you download it, you're free to modify the asset bundles and like completely change it, do whatever you want with it. I don't care. As long as you share it, whatever you make with it, share it. Because was it my stuff's not public domain. I still hold the copyright to it. It's just Creative Commons. The reason why I did that is because we live under capitalism and there's no protections for there's less protections for artistic endeavors for little people. So if a corporation takes something from public domain, they can bully and harass people basically with impunity because they have more resources. They have more lawyers, they have more money, they can harass, bully, and scare people. So if I were to put my stuff in public domain, which I will not and have not, if a corporation took my stuff out of public domain and used it, they'd make a bunch of money and profit off of it. And if anybody else tried to do it, they would bully you, try to stop you from doing it and scare you. And that's why my stuff's not public domain. I wanted to be able to sue them. I couldn't even, like, there's nothing I could do to them. They would have literal impunity. If I hold the copyright, I can at least I may not be able to sue them, but I could completely stop them from making profits off it. I could DMCA them. And if they continue to do that, they'll, I think they can get in trouble, like a lot of trouble, if they keep breaking DMCA laws. And it helps protect people, like people that want to use my stuff. It protects them. They can't get bullied because If somebody tries to bully you, you can contact me, and I could DMCA the fuckers that are trying to do that, because I would have the rights to the fucking work. You would retain uh, your own rights as long, like, if you were to make something with my stuff, that would carry over to yours. Like, your variant of my asset bundles, if you made a variant, you would hold the Creative Commons and SA to your own derivative of my asset bundles. If that makes sense. Like, basically, nobody can tell each other what to do, right? There's no bossing around. It's like mandatory sharing. Everybody be nice. That's the key here, is mandatory sharing. You can't boss people around. You can't gatekeep. And then I just skipped this one. I was getting all passionate there. I got mad. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I was stretching. And fucking talking about stupid corporations because I hate them. Oh, my neck. This still seems to be working. Let's check my OBS stream. Alright, so don't mark that. Go over here, pin it. Object, rotation scale, unwrap, go back to paint, and then go to surface, bam. And I'm just gonna raise these up. I like to do little cross sections. Right there. And then I gotta smooth it out, because this is like a ramp. That's not, this is a plane. It needs to be smooth. I would use the proportional editing, but it could hit the edges, and then that would fuck it all up. So I can't use that right now. Unless I hide the edges, that's why I had the vertex groups. Because if I do that, now I can use proportional editing. I don't need it right now, but that's what that's for. Because if it's hidden, the proportional editing won't hit the hidden points. They'll be safe from the proportional editing. And I don't have to worry about bad things happening. I could use a soda. I'm okay with some of these vertices being sharp, kind of like this one right here, because like you could have like a rock, you could like paint rocks right here, like a rocky like texture, paint it there, and then have grass around it, and it look really nice. So I think that's good for this one. That's what it looks like normally. Raised, negative. These ones you can go pretty crazy with the numbers. I don't like that. That's too crazy. God damn it. Why is it? Oh. We're just gonna do -3. Yeah, that's good. That's much better. It looks nice. It's raised. Bam. It kind of stays smooth until you get to the 1.5. It starts to get harder. That sounded wrong. Alright, that one's done. Next. Paint UV. pretty bad headache. I can't believe I'm doing this with a headache. Normally I can't. I still gotta work out. I didn't do it yesterday. Slacking. Alright. One row left, and then I can start on the hill tiles. I'm not sure how to do that. I have an idea, but it's gonna be awkward because I gotta match it up to these. I have to match them up to these tiles. Oh, my neck. Alright, object, apply, rotation, scale. Let's do the materials, get up with all the boring stuff. Pin, unwrap, bam. Now you can see the valley, the material UVs. Switch it back. The vertex groups. So, this one's a little tricky because what the fuck is that? That is a big fucking spider. I think it's a wolf spider. Those aren't as dangerous. We'll do 5 because this has to be raised up. Like that. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I don't want that large slant in the back like that. I gotta get rid of it. And then this seems fine on that side. And down here, it's too rigid. The problem is, just lift it up in the middle. We'll just lift it up in the middle. Where it meets the edge of the tile, that's also a problem. Because if the slope is so big, look at this slope. We gotta relax it. It's too much. Too much. Here. Bam. Alright. That should be good. That should do it. Bam. Bam. Negative looks really nice. I think I can get away with -2 for both. Yeah. That looks fine. Yeah. We'll do -2. That's done. Bam, bam. Edges. There's 8. 8. UVs. What I should have done is had the flat plane, the starter tile, with all this info in it. I'm a dumbass. I didn't do that. Because I didn't want to copy it. They all would have had it. Would have been less annoying. I'm going to do that now before I forget. This doesn't have any. Because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it at first. Like, I was kind of in the unknown. Just feeling things out. But now that I know what I want, I'm going to template it. And this will be less annoying. 1. Surface. Object. Rotation scale. material UVs. This one doesn't actually need that because it's a flat plane, but it has it if you need it, and you can like keep it separate. This one also doesn't need it, but it has it if you need it because it's flat. It's not going to make a difference unless you edit it. Once you edit it, then it will make a difference. One surface here. I need to pin this in advance. That way, once you're done editing, it'll be super easy. Like, you'll be ready to go once you're done editing. Don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is unwrap it. Select everything, unwrap, bam, you're done. For both, actually. Not that you should be. The paint UVs, you don't want to unwrap that, but if you make that mistake, oh well, I guess. I should probably put a warning there, but I don't feel like it. It feels condescending. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna pin these just in case. Oh, you going to bed? Good night. So that's done. Almost actually. I'm gonna sign this here. If I didn't have these fucking damn neck pains, I could get so much more work done. Okay, that's done. So now when I copy this and start on some other stuff, I won't have as many problems. Here, this doesn't have any edges, but I'm going to leave it there anyways. I mean, well, it has edges, it just doesn't have edge faces, is what I should have said. It has edges, just no edge faces. Pin that. And out of curiosity, will it pin, if I subdivide this, will it pin those? It does. Fuck. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to change this slightly. So what I'm gonna do is, how can I change this? I know how. I need to mark it. If you subdivide it, it won't work. Damn. It's a flat plane. I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. If you subdivide this, just be wary, because I can't pin it. Because if I pin it, you'll have to go in and unpin it, and that's more work than just leaving it unpinned. So, I don't know why it won't unpin. It's getting on my nerves. Unpin. Alt-P. Yeah, so I can't pin these. Because if you try to add more detail, it'll pin everything, and that just screws it up. Alright, that's done. I'm on the last row now. I gotta double check. Edges don't do anything. So, here we go. Alright, make sure everything works. Alright, looks pretty good. So, this one is this done? This looks like it's done. No. Make sure I'm on the last row. I can't remember. Alright, material UVs, that would be next. done. Now I can make the height map. So this needs to go down. Well, we better get everything at once. Right there. I'll lower that a bit. I think that'll do. I'm not sure what to do with this one. I think there's not much I can do. The cross section makes it hard to raise and lower it because of how the mesh flow is. Oops. Looks pretty cool though. It's like a plateau almost. That looks pretty bad. We'll do that. It looks better. Service edges. Goddamn, I wish I had done this in advance so I didn't have to type it. It's very boring. That sucks. I hate doing this shit. I need to get new monitors. Looking down is not good on my neck. Lower my chair a little bit. Kind of things out. I'm more likely to slouch, but I've been working out, so hopefully I don't slouch. I don't know, my legs seem pretty straight. I'm a little lower than my knees, just a little bit, so I think I'll be fine. In theory, you're supposed to have your knees level with your hips, and that will automatically align your spine. Supposedly. My problem is I need like perfect. I need to be looking straight or straight up, or at an angle up. So better on my neck. Ah, rotation scale. This is all done. Do the UVs first. Why is that selected, bitch? Pin. Unwrap. Go back to the regular stuff. Sign. I got custom controls. That helps immensely to have custom controls. If you plan on using Blender, I recommend creating your own thing. I haven't done it yet myself, but that's just because I did it the hard way. I was trying to learn the default controls. Should have never done that. I mean, you can if it doesn't bother you. You can just make a new little profile here. Plus, delete all of everything. So make a new one. Once you make it, so we'll just call it right. I'm gonna go back to mine. But here's test. See how test is selected? So you'd select it, delete everything, and then re-add all the controls that you know by heart, and then add one at a time. The reason why you'd want to do this is it prevents you from hitting controls you don't know about and accidentally fucking shit up and spending hours sometimes trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with your system because you can't do anything anymore. There's a lot of settings that'll lock you out of your fucking your jam. You're jamming, you're doing work, you press the wrong hotkey, and then everything's fucked up. There's one time I lost a whole month's worth of work because for some reason the X key is the delete key, which is right next to a high traffic area. The Control Shift C and Alt. Those are used a lot, at least for me, anyways. Even the default controls, Shift, Control, Alt, and Z, are used a lot. Right next to X, which is a delete button. So, like, if you're using H to hide, I think you have to use Alt H to unhide or something like that. That's right next to the delete. So you're like trying to unhide something, you actually hit X, delete it. You think it's hidden the whole time when it's not. Fuck that shit. It's stupid. X should never be delete. Whoever thought that was a good idea is a fucking asshole. You don't need 10 fucking... Delete should be delete. I swear to God. There's no other key should be fucking delete except delete. It says delete on the fucking keyboard. God, that pissed me off. Dude, I fucking made a fan model of Gale from Dark Souls. Fucking deleted the damn thing. That's a whole month of work gone. Anyways, I recommend doing that. If you do it my way, it's harder because I didn't delete everything. I got a lot of... I work out the controls as I go. If I run into a problem, fix it, change it. And if I run into another problem, fix it, change it. Anyways, let's get back to this. Hopefully I didn't mess up something showing that. It's entirely possible I screwed something up. Oh, and a little like short tutorial. If you want to do shape keys, just don't think about it. Just hit plus twice because the first one doesn't really do anything. That's just the starting position. You hit plus again to get your second key. That's the one you want to edit. When you select these, you're editing different models states. You want to edit not the base state, but the changed state, which is key 1 by default, and I'm renaming it to height. Once you select it, that means you're editing that. It's already ready to go. Once you select these, it's ready to be edited. So, see how it changes? If you go to basis, it doesn't change. It's a completely different state. So just keep that in mind. So I was so confused when I was first doing it. I'm like, why can't I edit the fucking state? So I made a second state on accident. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Right, that should be good for this one. It's like goo. 2 and 2. Hoping this fan isn't too loud. Alright, I kind of like that. Like that too. Unfortunately, when you go into edit mode, it only shows you the, not the default, but the edited, the difference from the basis and the edit you made, not the value itself, which is confusing, unfortunately. I don't know how to get around that. You just kind of have to you have to guesstimate if you want to, like, for example, I want to smooth this edge out, but I can't because this is set for like the max range value. What the hell? I don't know why that's not going. What is going on? Oh, god damn it. I'm like seeing things, man. So if I want to smooth out that edge, I have to guesstimate because it won't let me smooth it out while it's in. It won't let me see the edit while it's in value 2. It will only let me see value 1. See how if I go to 2, it just won't let me see it. So I have to guesstimate. So what I have to do is I gotta kind of go in between, and then there we go. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. But that's better than what it was. I think maybe even pulling that there. Like you just have to guess. Alt tabbing, or not alt tabbing, just tabbing out, hitting tab helps because you can so you can see the immediate effect if you do it fast enough. And that's another high traffic area is tab. You'll be using that a lot if you do this. If you're into this. Boop boop. Edges. Surface. UVs. These. Texture scale. Mark seam. God damn, I did again. I'm so used to marking seams. I got a cross association because I named the vertex group edges. And I need to pin them. There's like some wire crossed in my brain. That's done. I think I did that already. Yep. Just need to grab those right there. I think maybe, yeah, those two right there. Put 6. And then take these slightly like that. And then take that. Ah, shite. I gotta undo that. I gotta undo the whole thing. I fucked up. I was in the wrong. I gotta be in the height, not basis. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do faces. Fuck it. Ugh, I hate that. I don't want these grabbed. Now I can use faces here. It would make more sense to do that, and then go up like that, and then take these. Just kind of change it like that. Alright, there we go. Bam. I kind of like how that meets in the middle. Like almost perfectly meets in the middle. Bam. Almost. Not quite. I kind of want that to meet in the middle. What number would that be? -0.5? Yeah. I like that. It's like a crater. So I wanted another creator, but I decided against it. But we'll be the honorary creator because I already have like 2, 3, 4. These dual height ones are like craters in of themselves. There's a lot of craters. All right. Edges. Height. Leave that on height. Fuck it up again. Pin. Unwrap. Sign. So another one of these. These are not easy to work with. They don't feel like... It just doesn't feel right when I'm editing these. I feel like I gotta tweak every time I do this. This is too slanted. I gotta smooth that out. Whoa, that's cool. We'll leave that at -1. I don't want to go any further because it might be wasting my time. It'll probably clip. If it clips, I can't do it. Not that there's anything wrong with clipping. Clipping can be pretty useful depending on what you're doing. Like reusing a fence asset and like clipping them on purpose to make it bigger. That's a common trick. Taking pre-existing assets, clipping them through the floor to make it look different. There's all sorts of different things you can do. Clipping is pretty cool. This one will also be -1 and 1. Control A. Oh shit, there's a hotkey for that. Awesome. Alright, I need to remember that. Control A. Oh my god. Gives me the whole damn menu. Um. Alright, how am I going to do this? I think this needs to go straight down. Right there. Smooth that out. Raise that. Push this here. This needs to be... Fuck. Does this need to be lowered? This is like a curve down. Yeah, I gotta lower this. Because it needs to match it. Just more extreme. It's right there. Click like that. Maybe down more. Just ease back. I'm trying to make it more. I want the mesh to be mostly square. Because at some point, I kind of want to put nodes all over these. Because I'm going to use, this is going to be, they're going to be used to make one game, but I also want to reuse them to make another game that's not going to edit the tiles. The tiles are going to be as is, other than, you know, the texture. And I want to put nodes on them so you can, like, edit the mesh in game. But that would be in a future project because that's complicated. That's not even on my to-do list. The first game ain't even gonna have that. I might experiment with like one little area just to figure out how to do it, and then that's it. It ain't even gonna be a part of the game. It's just gonna be some prototype little side area for the first game. You know, just for funsies, and so I can learn how to fucking do it. I don't know how to do that. I mean, you could do animation states. I could do that. That's not hard, but I don't know how performance stable that would be to give every tile in a game an animation state. That means every tile would be a rig, um, or at the very least, it'd have multiple points. Not necessarily a rig, but yeah, I don't know how that would work. That sounds odd. This is done. Yeah. Now I can start on the hills. So that. And we will duplicate. It looks like 100 exactly. It's the correct count. Yeah, that looks about right. Yep. Turn the grid off because that hurts my eyes on the floor. It hurts my eyes. Change this to hill tiles. Why is this not centered? What the fuck? I'm so confused. I am so fucking confused. Section cursor. Origin. I'm so confused right now. Ugh. Why? That makes sense, but why is it all the way over there? I'm not trying to unhide these ones. I'm trying to delete. Hill. Object, set origin, origin to geometry. That makes more sense. God damn it. I gotta change that. That's pissing me off. No, my god. I thought I hit the recover button. I don't want to do that. I haven't saved yet. Preferences, key map. Yeah, 3D. It's a font. Yeah, font, global. Menu, context menu, right here. Double click. tip the fucking camera. Right click to pop it up. Boop boop. Boop boop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, y'all. I had a Discord message. There we go. That's nice and centered. This is not centered, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. I'm gonna leave that. Now, take this bitch here. That. Check. Yeah, we're gonna. I don't have enough room to. I don't have the luxury to have spaces without fucking shit up. Could put like a bar in the middle. I'm not sure how I would do that. I guess I could do an empty plane. Have a helper right here. Yeah, we'll do that. Curves are just selected. Add a mesh plane. It's already the right size. I'm gonna take this. Fuck. There we go. Half. I want it at the half point, right? Yeah. There. Sweet. There. Now I don't have to worry about spacing because there's a big old thingy in front of it. I'm happy with that. We'll just call this a CAD divider. Yeah, just divider. Oops. And we'll have an auto name because it's just a divider. I don't know why anybody would want to fuck with this. It's literally just a divider. Making fucking with the bases, I kind of understand that. Maybe they want to do some artistic shit with the base for all of these. I don't know. Divider, not gonna worry about it. Why am I in circle select mode? God damn it! See what I mean? This is what I mean. You hit a button and everything fucks up. Now it's playing an animation. I don't even know how I did that. God damn it, man. This is what I mean. There's too many hotkeys for this fucking program. It's ridiculous. Come on, guys. I don't want to play the fucking animation. Stop. You know, I'm gonna leave that there. I don't even have the asset libraries. I'm probably gonna hit it's space bar, isn't it? God damn. You hit space, it plays. You know what's fucked up about that? It's probably loops. It goes on forever. Oh yeah, they're probably loops. The loop. It loops. So you're gonna struggle, you're like, ah, you're gonna panic. Maybe you figure out how to stop it. It's gonna stop at some random number. If you don't remember to set that back, and you're doing some animation stuff or posing, you're gonna have your fucking starting shit in the wrong fucking spot. Because spacebar fucking starts and stops your animation. I don't know if that's a good key for stopping and starting animation, but I don't personally don't like it. I should probably just disable that or have a button to be like, don't fucking play at all. Like just a just freeze. There needs to be a freeze button. So even if you hit spacebar, nothing will happen. Big old button. It's big, big font. It's easy to see. It's red. Big old stop sign. Stop. So I wanted a one. I think technically there's zero. Well, I guess one's the default. The other one's zero. Can I add a zero? There we go. We got a zero. We're gonna leave that there. And I don't know what tool. I want to be in the move tool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you probably should have your toolbox open. I keep going into circle select. I don't know how. Like sometimes it gets stuck and it won't do it. Uh, 20. Okay, so this is the first hill tile, which means we don't need any flat planes because that's redundant. We already have a flat plane. So I need everything basically needs to be a transition or a complete slanted hill, which means one edge needs to be the normal edge that we normally use. The other edges need to be a certain height that match all the other edges of all the other heights. So I'm thinking like 45 degrees. And I'm thinking multiple degrees as well, not just 45. That way you have different slants. 90 wouldn't work because that's straight up and down. So 45. I feel like 45 is all we need. Why we don't need to slant down is still a 45. I think 40 just 45. So the edges on the sides need to be 45. And then anything in between can be whatever we want. I need to pee. I think 45 degrees is the solution to this conundrum. And then it's important that it matches. So I take and copy this. I still don't have a method to do this. Increment order. Let's go back to vertex. How'd I do that? That lined it up perfectly. How'd I do that? So if it's over here, all right. Well, it lines up perfectly. I don't know how I did that, but it works. I was trying to do that earlier on the last stream, and it didn't fucking work. It just kept doing this. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It starts on the outside. It seems to match up perfectly. So I'm very happy about that. That's one solution down. That's one problem down. I got pee. I'll be back. I'm gonna go stick my little thingy on. Where is it? Stream screen. Here we go. I'll be back. Whew. Alright, back. I'm getting hungry. Ah, fuck. This part's scary because, like, once I pick an angle and I make, say, 25 of these things, like, they're stuck that way forever. And if that don't work, I'm fucked. I don't even know how to fucking rotate this. Should I take the regular one? I think I need to make a new one. I don't know how to do this with all these fucking. Can I just? No, yeah. I can just do it this way. I'm overthinking it. That's too big of a slant. That's more like a valley. That's a huge fucking slant. 25 degrees. It's more like a hill. I want it rounded so it's like it's easy. What's 90? Flip 90. Yeah, 90 straight up. So what's 90 divided by 4? 22.5. I think that's what we want to use. It's awkward, but it's quarter based. I think that's what we want. Then I have to take this, move this up, that. Ah, fuck. This needs to match that edge. Problem is, I don't. What the fuck? God damn it. Undo. I'm in the I need to be in bases. 22.5 negative. Put that there. Does that match? Go straight up. That doesn't match. I have a new problem now. It doesn't match. See, this shit's complicated. I think I have to add an extra group of mesh there to compensate. Maybe, I don't know. You know what I could do is I could select both of these and I could just line it up manually. Like that. So we want these all lined up. Can Does that work? Can I do that? That doesn't seem like that should work. We're gonna find out. Because I'm gonna rotate this. 90. Oh my god, it actually worked. So that lines up in all directions. Good. So it's at the angle I want. I need to put a note somewhere. 22-degree angle. Note. I think we just put it right here. That's important. So we don't need this anymore. We're done that. Now, this is the base template for the hills. So this will be called a hill plane. Hill plane A subdivided. And then we're going to take, copy this here, and 20. Hill plane B. We're just going to get rid of all the, it's just going to be flat. Completely flat. No, forget how to do this. Mesh. Deleted loops there. It's just a fucking, just a hill, no features. Flat plane B. I got it's the reverse of this over here, which is confusing. It's very confusing. Because this is the most important one right here. Where's B? What the hell? I already have a B? Oh, I'm a dumbass. Because these are still planes, they're just at a 45-degree angle. If you like wanted to, you could rotate these and make them flat, and they would double as additional flat planes. They would have really weird 22.5-degree angular modeling. Could add, now that I think about this, could add an angle shape key. And that sounds really cool. Angle. Yeah. I'm not sure how that would work. I'm just going to make an empty group with nothing assigned to it and just call it a note. Because this is too much. We'll make that 0. Save. I think I have a message. Alright, well, what was it doing? Now, the cool thing is I could actually add an angle to all these flat planes, and these would also double as hill tiles. But that would take forever, and I already have like 5,000 fucking things I have to make, so I'm not going to do that. What was I going to do? I came over here for a reason. Because I'm talking to somebody and I'm getting distracted. There we go. Now I take this here, hide it, there, unhide, save. And I've been editing these as north, up, south, down, even though I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's north on the Y, anyways. Which means I need to go into this, take that 90. God damn it, I did it again. Global Z. That's important. We want these facing us that way. They match up. All the rows match up all the way around, top and bottom. At least I hope. Better double check. It should click in place. God damn it! Come on, click, click, you bitch! What did I do to make this work? It was working. I don't know. When align rotation to target. I'll try that. Maybe I don't know what that's gonna work. Whoa, that's awesome! Holy shit! Well, that I guess we don't need the angle thing anymore. Wow, that's amazing. That automatically turns all of those into hill tiles. Automatically. That includes the river tiles as well. You could have like mountain river tiles. That saves me a lot of trouble that I won't have to do. Since it's the outer edge, it won't rotate. Cool. I'm going to turn that off for now. I'm trying to figure out how I got that to stick. Let me delete that. Does it stick to itself? It does. Is it because I'm not... Maybe I need to put it up first and then move it down. I don't know why it's not working. Obviously that will fit. If I do it that way, but that'll fuck up the origin point, so I can't do that. And it should have the same origin point. So if I go here, cursor selected, yeah, see, exact same origin point. The yellow dot in the middle is really hard to see. If I click both of these, it does not change. That means they have the same origin point. They also match up down here as well, edge to edge. But you know that's not the problem. What I could do is I could do this. I hate how it doesn't do point to point. What about edge to edge? It just doesn't fucking give a shit. Fucking dickhead asshole. Ah, I need to figure this out. The volume. I think it has something to do with the volume of the. It's not clicking for some reason. Damn it, I'm wasting time. I don't know what to do. Because I want it to be fast. I want you to be able to grab it, hold control, done. That's how fast it should be. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what. I mean, I know you could do it this way, but that's... Look how many keys that takes, man. Didn't even do it right. What an offset. It didn't work at all. It didn't work at all. Perpendicular edge? Was that? Does that work? That did not work at all. I'm scared for my life. Center. It works so good with the regular flat tile. This does not work at all for this one. I hate this so fucking much. Volume. It's like I can't add an empty to it. Because that would fuck it up. That would completely fuck it up. Because then you'd have the extra data in there that would... You'd have to clean up. You can't leave that in there. That causes problems. And shit. Why won't you just work? I see it's trying to work, but it... I think the only way to do it is to snap it. So don't move anything until it's lined up. So cursor is selected. So like now that they're flat, go into increment mode. And now it should line up. Or not. No, not even increment mode works. Dick sucker. The problem with this is like a serious problem. If I can't get this to work, it's a serious problem. Does it work at the bottom? Let me go back to vertex. Is this one just broken? Did I fuck up? Do I have a broken tile? Let's just grab a couple. We're gonna grab a couple again. So this one. So that's not working. That was perfect. That slid right in. No problem. Now this. It's like auto-calculating something. I don't know what it's doing. It's like it's calculating. I don't want it to do, I want it to just calculate the edge, not... Hang on. I have an idea. I think I'm going to go back retroactively to all these. I have an idea. The edge. That's floating. No, it's already vivid. I think it's already... Control A. What the fuck did I just do? Shift. Shift. Cursor. Yeah, that's... God damn it! That's already that way! I thought I was being clever! Ah! Ah! It's already lined up. That cursor is already lined up with the edge. I'm trying to, yeah, see, it's perfectly centered. It's perfectly centered. So why is it? It shouldn't be trying to attack. It's calculating the volume. It's taking into account the height of the mesh in object mode, and I don't want it to do that. I don't know why it's doing that. That don't make any fucking sense. That's fucking stupid. It's object mode, not edit mode. But fucking edit mode's like, okay, well, we'll use vertices. God damn you. God damn you. Medium point. Pivot around. Nothing. Origins, nothing. What if I do global? No, still active. I mean, that's it's kind of better. Not really. We can do that. Closest. That's too. That's too much, man. That'd take forever to work. Like that's not fun. That takes the fun out of it. It needs to be one step after selecting. I mean, that was better. That's a start. I have to figure this out. I don't want to continue until I figure this out. How's the stream? I'm gonna end it because I don't think people want to see me try to figure this out, and that kind of sucks. I gotta figure this out. Once I figure it out, then I'll work on the hill tiles on the next stream. For now, I'm just gonna end it because this is kind of getting stupid. So have a nice night. Bye.